Hello everyone and welcome back for another episode of The Long Dark. We are hunting not wabbits. We've got 3 rabbits in our inventory at the moment and we're hunting 2 stags. There's one there that as soon as he settles down we're going to take out. And there's another one just a bit further along. They spook easy, and with this territory being so hilly and strange, it's not the best. And also we are a little bit tired, which is why everything is super wobbly at the moment. Still, once we get a good shot on, he should die instantly. I just want him to turn around and start coming towards us. Right, let's get a little bit closer. I don't want to shoot him in the butt. If I shoot him in the butt, he's not going to die instantly. He's going to run off somewhere else. And of course, if he's hiding behind trees, that's not going to make it at all easy for us to... Damn, we spooked him again. To pick him off. Let's go for the other one for the moment. We do need to go back and get some rest. It's starting to get a little bit dark. And we're going to have to go past the wolves. So actually, I think if we start the journey back now... And then we can revisit this area later on. In fact, is there... a bed in here? Because if there's a bed in here, we don't need to go all the way back anyway. There is. Oh, this is actually really good for us. Okay, as far as food goes, we'll drink this. We've got enough calories that we don't need to worry about that. We'll eat an MRE, that'll take us all the way up, and then we can sleep until morning. I may as well cut these up, actually. So we're going to want to take the hide out, we're going to want to take the guts out. We'll do it with the hunting knife. Hear that delicious harvesting sound going on. Do the same with this one. It takes a good hour to harvest everything off a rabbit.
Feeling so drained.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We will get this all sorted. And then we'll get some shut-eye. And you'll feel better in the morning. Also, doing it this way is going to make things a little bit better for us. In terms of what we're carrying and what we're needing in terms of supplies. Okay, we're pretty much full up of stuff, so bed. We will sleep for let's do 10 hours. 10 hours should be enough to take us through till morning. We'll be well rested, which means our rifle will be nice and steady and we can kill the other deers that we need. It is actually just starting to get light out, so that was perfect. I'm gonna fill our bellies, drink some water, and then we'll go out and resume the hunt. We may need to take out a wolf or 2. We'll see how that goes. Because we are massively, massively stinky carrying 3 cut-up rabbits. Ooh, worn down vest. I did say carrying spares would be useful. You know what, we'll take it. And do we want to take some... Do we have any cloth, actually? We've got 5 cloth. That's probably plenty. I don't think there's anything else that we really need from here, so let's go outside. Now, being fresh, look at that. That is so steady compared to how it was earlier. Ah, damn it, right. Slash him. Sprained ankle, some torn clothing. So we're going to need to do some repair work. Right. So, sprained ankle, that's painkillers. No other afflictions, but the torn clothing is a pain. What have we got? That's a bit torn. That's a bit torn. That's very torn. That's the one that we faced earlier running away. But it did, however, kill Stag up the top. So we'll harvest the pelt off that. That's actually what we need. And then we can look at finding the other one. So, not an entire waste. Definitely would have rather shot him than had him do that. Nothing to harm. It ate the pelt as well. Damn wolf. Alright. Well. Feels like -9, so I don't want to stay out here and repair our clothing. I just want to get back to hunting. Descending carefully to make sure that we don't end up spraining our ankle again on the way down. At least we're moving at a reasonable pace. But yeah, trying to get a bead on that wolf as he was running downhill at us all over the place. Not particularly easy. So the plan at the moment is head back via the hunter's blind that we passed before. That's a reasonable place for us to try hunting. We still need one more rabbit as well. But until I'm certain that we're safe from accidental wolf attacks. There's the wolf over there. I mean, we could kill it, but we'd be killing it just for the sake of it. And I'm not actually that interested in just playing up murder for no reason. Let's head over to the fire for the moment at least. And from there we can decide where our next destination is going to be. I think we're probably going to go up the creek and towards the lookout. Get another feather. We still don't know how to do anything with feathers, but I figure we may find out at some point, so it's worth grabbing them. Let's warm up a little bit. And while we're here, we may as well drink a little bit. And actually, seeing as we're by the fire, we could repair our very, very damaged socks. 64%, that's not bad. Do them one more time. And we'll drop that dead sewing kit. Okay, much better. Now we lost track of the wolf, as you'd expect. But everything should at least be dry. Yeah, good. So let's move on. We'll see if we can find ourselves either that last rabbit or 2 stags that haven't already been eaten. Damn wolves. They'll take everything. Now, of course, being out in the snow is going to make our clothing wet, so we do have to be careful about... What's that over there? Is that a dead wolf? is that just a rock? Ah, the wind is going towards him. Alright. Would rather not have to do this, but I will in a pinch. It's not worth us harvesting anything off him. And that is another wolf carcass. Damn it, why couldn't it be a stag? Deer carcass would be fine. You know, we'll take the hide off it. We only need 2 of them. Man, yeah, we're starting to get quite wet from all this. Once everything's wet all the way through, we've got to worry about potentially freezing as well. Which is not particularly nice. Let's, yeah, frostbite risk. That's going to be our hands, probably. Yeah. I'm going to need to find somewhere warm and out of the way. This is why we need the rabbits. In fact, we've got plenty of calories. We can move a little bit faster. So that's the destroyed lookout. Maybe it'll be worth us going up into the main lookout tower. I think it was up this way to get in. And I think there was Hank's lockbox as well to find up this way. Regardless, being out of this wind is definitely going to be the right thing to do. Can we edge around here, or is it going to be really mean to us? I don't want to have to go all the way down. Yeah, we can. Good. I don't remember leaving guts randomly. I might have done. Feels like -9. This is definitely a time for us to be trying to get indoors. And it was such a nice day the other day. You could see for miles, no wind. And we can still see quite far from up here, but unless we're like slinging rocks off and hoping to hit rabbits miles and miles below, I don't see it providing us that much benefit. Getting indoors at the moment is going to be the biggest benefit. Get out the wind, just to try and warm things up a little. Okay, in we go. Let's close that. Hey, look at that.
Feels like a lot of gear.
I don't care. That's boots that we didn't have a moment ago. We're going to repair these, and then we're going to wear them. Oh, baby. So, with some boots, we don't actually need to do the deer hunting. We could just find another rabbit and call it, you know, call that job done. Was there anything else that we left up here?
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
I'll take the thermals. Ah, there's the lockbox. So what's in here? Hank's Prepper cache code. 451832.
Shit.
And a
Looks like
rifle
Hank was
cartridge.
going a bit stir crazy out here. I guess I would too if I had to sit in a tower all day with nothing but a radio for company.
Let's see what Hank's journal says. I've spent a lot of years in this damn lookout tower watching the forest around Mystery Lake, and it's given me nothing but time to think about my life and the world around me, and what I hear is happening. Sitting in a tower like this for days, weeks, months on end is enough to drive anyone crazy, even if I didn't have anyone to talk to on the radio. And, just let me say, I wish that chatty lady would shut up once in a while. So, if you haven't watched my Firewatch playthrough, this is very much a hat tip to that. That's kind of funny. I mean, I came out here to be alone, to be away from other people. It's almost enough to make you wish all the radios, all the satellite phones and internet stuff would just disappear. Anyway, I've been putting aside some supplies every season, leftovers or whatever I can spare, and it's added up to quite the little stash of food and equipment. Hopefully I never need it, but if I do, the ends justify the means, right? I don't think anyone needs that weird old bunker thing I found, and it makes perfect place to hide out if the shit hits the fan. You know what I mean. Now, locate Hank's secret prepper hatch and use the code to gain entry. The question is, where could that end up being? He didn't specify. The only hatch that we've seen was in the Forlorn Muskeg. And that was up here. But I don't see anything marked. Then again, it may be a case of having to find it. So that's possible old bear location. Yeah. Okay, well, I mean, at least we've got a code to get in if the opportunity presents itself. Can we take that cloth off the edge? No, we can't. That's a bit of a shame. We could rest. How's our frostbite affliction going? Yeah. Well, let's restock with our food a little bit. I mean, knowing that we've only got to find one rabbit, it is tempting to start making our way back. And try and find a rabbit en route. And then we can cook up the food that we've got back there. Get some fresh water. It's still pretty nasty out there, but we should be able to make the journey without too much difficulty. Ooh, more socks.
I could use this.
Definitely keeping spares now. Alright, let's do that. We'll head out. Damn it. Open the door from the correct side. There we go. We'll head out and down and round. And if we find that bunker, then that'll be good. I hope it's not the other bunker, because I don't want to go all the way back there. And we just have to hope that we pass another rabbit on the way. I mean, it's tempting to shoot the rabbit. So yeah. Ah, jeez. I hate going downhill.
Damn, that's smarts.
Right, stop complaining. Have some painkillers. And at this point, we are carrying cloth. I would expect that we'd have at least just wrapped some cloth around our hands to try and, you know, stave off a little bit of the chill. But nope. Mackenzie don't play like that. Ah, we'll be fine. We've not got massively far to go. And once we're down, we can actually start hurrying. Yeah, and it certainly feels warmer now. Although that could just be because we've got some boots on. It does make all the difference. Yeah, this is the path we want to take, and there is the railroad. So, keeping our eyes peeled for rabbits along the way. Otherwise, we're just making our way back to the trappers for the moment. It's fine, it didn't hurt. Mackenzie does like to complain a lot. I mean, that being said, if we do pass some deer on the way, I'd be tempted to harvest them just so that we could make some of those boots. So I don't know. We'll see how we go. We've got a bit of time. And we're carrying enough calories that we don't actually have to worry about not running. Jeez, you're getting tired already. It's barely been half a day. Of course, once we've done this run and dropped off the pelts we've got, the other place we can go is over the far side of the lake. There was a couple of deer that I remember seeing over there, and probably rabbits as well. I reckon that would end up being a good... Ooh, hello. Damn, why do we have to be a bit tired? He is sort of coming towards us. Man, this is hard. I think that's about... Right. Got him. Definitely not easy. Ah, okay, we're actually down to our last ammo. So we will have to be careful about rifle cartridge usage. Right. Take that. Take the 2 bits of gut. We've got plenty of meat, we don't need to harvest anymore.
I can barely walk with this much gear.
And yeah, that's not getting worse for the frostbite, so while we can't run at the moment, we can at least get back and drop this off. Ah, no, I can reload. I wonder why he was being a bit funny about it before. Maybe it was just locked in the combat animation or something. We do have a fair distance to head back, but if you remember, all the guts and stuff are actually back there. So that'll be worthwhile in itself, heading back for that. And also a free fire. And everyone likes a free fire. We get to cook up what we want. We do want to keep watching off to the sides periodically. We have seen rabbits along this stretch before, and I assume that they just move throughout the map as a whole randomly. Yeah, I think in survival mode, the hunting skills that you get would definitely become a lot more valuable, especially if you're doing something like the 30 days of food challenge. I haven't touched any of those yet. Once we're done with the main campaign, it might be a bit interesting to give those a go and see exactly what they entail. But, we're making good progress along here. That's always good to see. But yeah, being able to gather not just enough supplies for the day-to-day, but also to survive longer term can be tricky. Especially with a limit to what you can carry. It'd be very different if I hadn't brought out Storm Lantern and other things. And I probably should have left them behind, knowing that we were going to try and actually get some gear. But hindsight is a wonderful thing. I don't think it would have actually sped us up that much, just a tiny bit, because we've been running a fair amount as we've been moving around. Hey, what do you know? You see our buddy over there? We may be able to get the last pelt that we need on the way back. Well, the last one for the boots anyway. Which aren't exactly what we need, but... No, jeez. Yeah, take your eye off them for a second. There he is. And they wander out of sight. We are tired, so it's going to be harder for us to aim. But we can give it a go. Still can't believe that bear took so many bullets to the face. I wonder how close we can get. This will probably do, actually. As long as he doesn't move. Damn it, missed him. Just over the shoulder. Well, that will have spooked him. We're probably going to want to go up and get eyes down. Frostbite's getting potentially a little bit worse, but we've got time. We're heading in the right direction anyway. Question is, where did our wonderful warm friend run off to? I'm assuming he went straight over here. But that leaves a lot of possibility for places to go. Don't see him immediately this way. Let's have a little look up. I mean, it could have run and run and run and like really gone miles. Okay, I see nothing. Let's head down. We'll make our way across. Doesn't look like there's any rabbits in this area either, which is a shame. I was hoping that if we came this way, there was a... Ooh, hello. There are some. So maybe at least we can get a rabbit pelt. Of course, with the wind out at the moment, it's going to make it a little bit harder. But thankfully, rabbits aren't massively fast. You do still need to hit them, though, in the first place. Damn it. So close. We only need one more. Oh, that looked like it got him. Story of my hunting life. Now, the reason I'm carrying so many... Yes! Is because we're not moving very quickly. Damn it! And so I knew we wouldn't be able to make it in quite close enough from that distance. So I was hoping we'd be able to get another stone on target, but unfortunately just a little bit too slow. So I think we're going to have to go for the other rabbit.
It's starting to weigh me down. Can't do much with that hand.
Ah, I hate going on angled slopes. The game really doesn't like it. Got him. Right, I see that wolf. We're going to want to kill it. That's what we're going to want to do. We may as well grab the other rabbit while we're passing through. It's not going to hurt us. And we might be able to keep that rabbit pelt from it for repair. Huh, nothing. It's been completely eaten. Okay. Alright, well, let's get back to the trappers. And we'll make ourselves some gloves. I mean, that was the whole point in this, this excursion. Hey! Alright, one final bit of hunting to do. And we've got 2 options. So if we get to a position where we can line them... 3 options. 4 options! Oh my word. They are going to scatter. I wish we weren't so tired. Hit him. He's going to bleed out. And we can follow the blood trail, as you can see. It's not the easiest thing to follow, but it should take us up to where the body is. As long as there's not too much snowfall between here and where he drops. We should find a dead deer at the end of it. Down this way. And round. He's gone quite far, hasn't he? I'm honestly quite surprised. And a bit up as well. That's unexpected.
If I don't rest soon, I'm gonna faint.
That's alright. You've got plenty of time, Mackenzie. I'd be more worried about the frostbite, but again, it's not actually that super cold out. Where did this deer end up going? Well, those splats are still leading us in. Is that it? Is this as far as it's taking us? Well, that's a shame if that's the case. Does the blood trail has it actually vanished? Yeah. So the trail only lasts for a certain time period. It's kind of what I was expecting, but I had hoped he was going to bleed out before then. Still, we can have a little look just to see if we can see the body. But I don't think we're going to get lucky with that. It is not looking that way for us. Okay. The next one we'll try and do better. How frustrating, though. This is one of the advantages of not being overloaded with stuff. You can move a fair bit faster. But given we're tired as well, it certainly doesn't help us out much. Impressive it managed to make it all that weight with a bullet in it. The other one that we hunted pretty much dropped right away. Okay, I think this time I'm actually going to go up the front rather than going up and round. I think that'll be the right move to make. Or maybe we'll hunt these guys. Doesn't matter whether we're crouched or not. If they get spooked, they get spooked. I'm trying to angle it so that I can get that headshot. It's just got to be right. Like that. Yeah, we need to get indoors. So we'll harvest this pelt, we'll get indoors, we'll get ourselves dry, and we'll get some meat cooking. That's what we'll do. And then we'll rest. So we're going to take the hide. We'll take 2 bits of guts, why not? And we'll take 1 kilogram of meat. So we'll spend an hour out here. We can come back for this later if we want, but it's not going to be needed. And then, once oh look, all the rabbits right back here, always the way.
That hurts.
Oh, jeez, I very much dislike the way it does slopes in this game. I do think maybe being overloaded does increase the chance ever so slightly, but it treats even the tiniest little step as if you are falling. And I'll always complain about that. I love the game, but that's the one thing that I really dislike. Okay, let's open this up. So, first of all, we'll get a little bit of food inside so that we've got time to cook all of this up. I don't mind if we get super tired from this. The fact that we're drying off is worth us spending the time to do this anyway. That being said, what would probably be better for us, let's eat one of these, is if I cut that remaining rabbit off.
I'm getting weaker.
So that at least the time is being spent on curing the various pelts that we've got. Alright. So we're going to put the pelts that are curing just here. $5 it's going to take. We've got enough food for 5 days easily. And I can always go out and harvest more up if I have to. All the delicious rabbit. 5 days is going to be a fair bit of time for us to wait out for these to cure, but we should be able to make the gloves before then, because the rabbit pelts will be cured before that becomes an issue. Okay, we're going to drink and we're going to eat. Not many calories in the rabbits. For the weight of them, I'm actually surprised. Absolutely loads in the venison, though. I can't believe how many rabbits we just ate. Mackenzie is an absolute beast. Alright, let's melt some more water. In fact, we do 3 litres. Because it doesn't actually take any longer, as far as I can tell, to do 1 litre versus 3. Get that boiled. We'll drink our fill and then we'll sleep until morning. And then we'll go out and we'll harvest some more meat. (39°C). That's actually a little bit too warm for me to sleep. I mean, I'd be happy with anything up to like 25, I reckon, but that would be quite excessive. Okay, so we'll drink this. We'll eat what rabbit bit we have left. And let's go out and harvest some venison. of course, the deer is going to be frozen. Now we can run, that's good. Oh, we could actually get some more as well. Probably not worth it. Okay, 7.4 kilograms is a lot of meat. 2.5 hours to harvest this. Yeah, let's get back inside. All this food is going to keep us going for a couple of days.
This pack is getting too heavy to carry.
Well, yeah, you're carrying like 7 kilograms of meat. What do you expect? Yeah, got him. And another rabbit for good measure. Well, I'm actually quite happy about that. Let's get our stone for good luck. And we'll get in and we'll get all these cooked up. So I'm probably going to be spending the next X number of in-game days waiting for these various pelts and things to cure. The deer hide is going to be a while before it can be used, of course. It's only 13% done. And what else have we got? We've got the guts, and the rabbit pelts will be underneath there as well. I'm not going to make you sit through all that. I think that would be a little bit excessive. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get these harvested up. I'm going to keep myself alive just for the next couple of days using the various bits that we've already picked off the nearby animals. And then the next episode will pick up when hopefully we'll be ready to do some crafting. So thank you very much for watching. I do hope you have enjoyed this. It's, as always, being a lot of fun for me. And we're going to be holding up with Jeremiah for a couple of days while we wait for this leather to cure. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, you should do so now, and you'll be told when the next episode goes live. Otherwise, I'll see you next time for the next episode of The Long Dark. See you soon.